Hi everybody and welcome back to some more Ducati 90th anniversary here on this channel. This is KPG-GOONER here, and in today's episode we're jumping into another historic tour, and I think today we're on the 2000s era, so that should be interesting. I mean, my bike was from that era, so I know that some of the bikes from this era were really powerful and very quick. So we're going to jump into this. I think it's between 2000 and 2008. So we're going to probably mix it up in today's episode. We may do a couple of different sort of races, some of the challenges, and there's a couple of bikes I want to try out as well. So we're going to try and mix it up in today's episode. So we want to do, let's see if we can do a different event rather than a race. Oh, there's a head-to-head here. Time attack, track day. Oh, we're going to do this head-to-head first. It's on a Monster S4 RS. This is a naked bike. So this thing is, well, it had 130 brake horsepower, so it's going to be quite powerful. We're going to jump into this event first. We may be doing a few events like this. We may do one of the other challenges. I think maybe one of the overtaking challenges. And there is a couple of bikes I want to try out as well in today's episode. And yeah, we'll try and mix it up. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. And let's get straight into it. So here we go. Also guys, from tomorrow we're going to have a Valentino Rossi, the game, MotoGP 16 starting on the channel. We're going to be starting off with a career mode, working from the Moto3 career, working right up to the GP bikes. I think the game's got 15 game modes. There's going to be loads coming from that game as well. So there's so much to come from this channel. I hope you're enjoying everything. Right, let's get straight into this challenge. This looks interesting. So here we go. Right, so here we go with this head-to-head, and I take it that's the rival that we've got to keep up with. Oh my god, he's just flew past us like a bullet. I think he's on a Ducati 916. That's going to be way quicker than this bike, but we're going to try our best. So I take it the time to beat, we've got to overtake him. Looking at the bronze, silver and gold. To get the gold, we need to overtake him before it gets down to 50 seconds. And on this road circuit, that seems quite challenging considering how difficult this road circuit can be for the corners and that. But I'm going to try my best, but he is absolutely flying away. Oh god, almost went straight into the barrier there, trying to get around that corner really fast. But I'm going to try my best, see if we can do it first time. We may have a couple of attempts at this, see if we can at least get a bronze. But let's see if we can get down this corner. Slow down, slow down. I'm just trying to get nice and tight to that corner, try not to slide out. And we're not getting bad speed around that corner, so we are starting to pull the gap down, but we need to get past him soon, because look at that time, it's going down. We're down to 1 minute 30, and we need to get past him before the 50 seconds is up. This is not going to be easy. And the only thing with these sort of events, you find that they put the AI riders in places where you want to overtake, so you've got to be really careful you don't smack into them as well. They put them in difficult areas around the corners. Look at these, he's getting really tight into that section. Let's see if we can get through here. Oh my god, this is going to be tight. We're absolutely flying, but we really are catching up with him. Can we get past him here? Oh my god, we're going to do it. Oh, look at that. That's awesome. We did it first time, but we could hold it for a certain amount of seconds, and we did it first time. Unbelievable. Oh god, we did it. 1 minute and 7 seconds. That is .732. That was not bad. Let me know, guys, what sort of time you did on that. I can't believe I did that first time, but I have done a couple of races around that circuit recently, so I sort of we're in the flow of things. Right, let's jump into another event. So here we go. Also guys, let me know what sort of results you're getting on these challenges. It'd just be nice to know how well everyone else is doing on this game. Right, we're going to jump into the next challenge, and we're going to do the track day, and this is on a Ducati 848. Now this is another road bike, probably the highest performance road bike we've been on, so it's 134 brake horsepower, but this thing's slightly lighter and going to be really quick. So this is on a circuit which we've already done a time trial around, so hopefully we'll do alright, but this is going to be a faster bike when we did the time trial around that circuit, so we're going to have to be really careful that we don't lose it. And I think on these overtaking challenges, I think to get the gold you've got to overtake 24 bikes within time limit. Hopefully we can do it first time. We may have a couple of goes at this. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do this one first time, but you never know. So let's get straight into this. And we're going to select the white bike this time. Let's try a different colour rather than doing the Ducati red. So here we go. Also, guys, a few of you guys have been asking me about the loading times on Ducati 90th anniversary, and I must admit, it hasn't been as bad as Ride. Now, Ride was awful for loading times. This isn't too bad. They are improving on that, but I don't disagree with you guys about the graphics. They definitely, Milestone definitely need to improve the graphics, but the playability is good. It's good fun, and I'm liking all the bikes on the game, and I cannot wait for Ride 2, and obviously MotoGP 16. That's coming up as well. So let's just check the options. No, I don't think we're going to change anything, and let's get straight into this challenge and see if we can do it. So here we go. Right, so here we go with this Ducati 848. Now this is going to be pretty fast, so we're going to have to be really careful that we don't over accelerate coming in and out the corners. Let's try and take it easy around the corner. I just felt the back end slide there. Look, trying to accelerate. This has definitely got a little bit more punch in it, so we're going to have to be really careful and just see if we can take as many bikes. Just try and get nice and tight. Oh, it definitely handles where it turns in nicely, even on the default sense. I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to do this first time. We will try at least get the bronze 15 bikes. But this hasn't been a bad start. This isn't the easiest circuit to really accelerate round on a bike, but we have had a little bit of practice around here, so hopefully we can use that and get round here pretty quick. But it's the last couple of corners on this circuit that are really, really challenging, so we're going to have to be aware we don't lose it around there. But you can see the bike is starting to slightly lose it every time I'm trying to accelerate at a low angle around the corners. And now we haven't got any of the driver aids on, so we're going to have to be really careful that we don't overdo it and it kick out. But this bike's definitely a wanting to wheelie when I'm really trying to accelerate fast. So I'm going to have to hold that front down. Let's try and get nice and tight around here. Oh God, that wasn't too bad. We managed to overtake a couple of bikes around that section. Let's get nice and tight into there. Really struggling to turn this bike in at a decent speed, but we've got really good straight line speed. So once we get the bike upright, so hopefully we should still be able to catch a few bikes. Let's see if we can get past as many as we can in this first section. The time is going down pretty quick, so we're just over a minute left, and we've overtaken 13 bikes, but to get the gold we need 25. So we've still got a little bit of work and just trying to accelerate. And again, God dear, see what I mean? This bike does possess a lot more power, and you can see by that I really struggled once I got the bike upright to try and accelerate out that section. But those things you've got to be aware of. Let's try and slow it down, go around the outside, and we're up to 16 overtakes. Come on, we can do this. We've still got a minute to go, but the bikes are starting to space out a bit more now. So this is where it gets harder, so I'm going to have to try and speed up and improve my times. But this hasn't been a bad run. It looks like we've definitely got the bronze. Let's see if we can get the silver. We only need 3 more bikes for that. Right, that's another one. Got nice and tight in there. Trying to accelerate around that left-hand corner. That's really difficult. Almost went on the gravel there as I tried to accelerate. Come on, can we do this? I think we're going to... Yes, we're definitely going to get the 20, but we want to try and get the gold if it's possible. Nipped up the inside. Excellent overtake there. That was lined up perfectly. Sometimes these bikes aren't positioned very well again, but that is not too bad there. Up to 21. Oh, we're doing okay for time. I think we can do this, guys. If I don't muck it up, let's try and get round there. Oh God, have to really slow it down around that bike, going around the outside, around that corner. Right, speed up through here. We only need 3 more bikes to complete the challenge. Come on, let's slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, just make contact. He's thrown me out slightly. Don't go off. Oh God, I've gone off course. This could have mucked us up. But we're up to 23. Just see what I mean. That bike was in the wrong position around that section for me to overtake, but we still managed to get past him, and we're running out of time now, and we've done 24. Come on, can we just take 1 more bike and we get the gold? And yes, we do. We take the gold. That is absolutely brilliant. We may be able to get a few more with the time running down. Come on, can we get a few more? 27. Right, slow down, slow down, slow down. This is a really difficult corner. Get nice and tight in there. Try not to over-accelerate. Just keep that front wheel. Yeah, kept it nice and slow. That was much better. Can we gain another couple of bikes? That's really trying to accelerate over the finish straight. There we go. And we've got 29. Can we get 30? That would be awesome. Yes, we get 30. I don't think we're going to get that bike. The time's really running down. Oh, yes, we will. We've got a nice drive around the corner. We get 31. Oh, that is impressive. So we managed to get the gold quite easily there. And there you go. 31 on my first go. That bike handles so well. I was really, really impressed with that. The handling on that bike, even on the default sense. I thought at first I might need to tweak it a little bit to get it around that circuit to get the challenge done, but no, we managed to do it. Let me know how many you got in your first go as well, guys. Right, let's jump into the next event, so here we go. Right, guys, I want to check out a bike in today's episode, and the bike I want to try out is this one, the Ducati Desmosedici RR. Now, this road bike is absolutely it's like an animal. This thing, 200 brake horsepower at the back wheel. This thing will kill you if you do not know how to control a bike. Now, I've had a quick go on one of these, and I'll tell you what, how this gets through the requirements to be a road bike, because the dB level on this, it is so loud. It's flipping believable. So we're going to do a race around Donington on this thing. But I do believe there's a couple more events to do on this bike. So Donington's a good track for me. It's one that I've done quite a lot of races around. So I'm confident I'll do well on this. But we will do another event on this bike as well. So we'll get straight into that. But knowing what this bike's like, we're going to have to adjust certain things in the options. We're going to have to put anti-wheelie on medium, because this thing with 200 brake horsepower. We'll turn up the TCS to low as well, because this thing is an absolute animal. So let's get straight into this race and hopefully do well. So here we go. Right guys, our first challenge in this race is to try and pull off without that front wheel going up. And I'm telling you guys, even alter the anti-wheelie to medium, this thing is still going to try and fight its way up. With that 200 brake horsepower at the back wheel, it is absolutely extreme. And look at it, it is really fighting to go up. Now, I chose this event just so I can get the hang of this bike, because there is another challenging event that I want to do on this bike that's probably going to be a lot harder. So I thought I'd get to grips with this bike first. So hopefully we can just sort of like get used to it, and I think we should kill the AI. This thing has got so much power, and I'm used to this circuit as well, so hopefully I can just settle in on it. But I advise you guys, if you use this bike, don't go turning off anti-wheelie and the TCS off straight away, because I'm telling you guys, it will flip you off the back and you'll be lying on your arse for most of the race. And I'm telling you, you will be able to do it eventually, but you have to learn where you can accelerate and how to accelerate on this bike. And this, most people say this wouldn't do that in real life. Trust me, if you've ever been on a 1000cc bike with this sort of power, trust me, it will do that. If you try and accelerate hard in first gear, this thing will flip you on your backside. So you definitely have to get a little bit of practice on the bike, and just be careful on accelerating out of slow corners. And that's why I thought I'd do this event first, get used to it, and then we're going to do a next event, which is, I do believe I've seen a time trial round the Simoncelli Misano circuits, and the times look pretty tough. So I thought I might try that out. I do like that circuit, so I thought I'd challenge myself on that and see if I can get a good time. But this hasn't been too bad, so we get the first lap out of the way, and like I thought, we're absolutely killing the AI, even on realistic. The AI on these sort of events aren't even nowhere near up to speed, so I thought that might happen. But you have to be careful on this bike when you accelerate fully, to make sure that you are aware that the braking on this bike, it is good, but you have to you go into corners so quickly. You've got to get your braking points right. I mean, I don't use the driver line. I like to get used to it, because I take different lines to the AI on this game, and that's where I find that I'm gaining a lot of time. But this thing in a straight line is so quick, and we're absolutely killing. I can't even see him in the background on the map, and we've gained a bit of time. Let's see if we can do a faster lap on this one. Really trying to accelerate around that corner, but I'm definitely going to turn off all the aids after a few attempts on this bike. I'll probably turn the anti-wheelie down to maybe low, and turn the TCS off completely. I think you don't really need that so much. I thought, you know, just trying to bring myself gradually in, because this thing does have a lot of power at slower speed, so I didn't want to just have two things to worry about, not just it wheeling, but it's sliding out the back. But if you're really good on the accelerator, this bike is not going to be a problem for you. But it is good fun. And also, guys, try it in the other view. I mean, I'll show a couple of races in the other view. In first person view is absolutely, you really can see how much of an animal this bike is really extreme. And that's another lap out the way, so we've got one more lap, and let's see if we can go even faster on this lap and see if we can beat our time on that lap. Just trying to gently go around the corner and just trying to use the power at the right time, and just holding that front down. I mean, this thing will power wheelie in third, fourth gear. Trust me, I can even power wheelie on my bike, and my bike is nowhere near the power of this one. So we're faster at that split time, but we had to really put the brakes on there. We almost lost it there. Let's just try and see if we can just improve at the next split points. This isn't too bad, trying to maintain a decent speed. But I've actually done a track day around this this circuit, Donington, and yeah, it was really good fun. I actually did it on a 600cc. It was a quite an old. I had a CBR 600 F3. And yeah, it was a good, one of my first bikes. 600 is a perfect bike to learn on, and yeah, it was quite good round here. I didn't keep up with some of the other bikes that were going around there. There was some like really souped up R6s and newer CBR 600 RRs, but I didn't do too bad. But I didn't want to go too mad because track days, your insurance is a void, so I didn't want to go too mad. Plus the tyre wear that you get on a track day, the tyres melt to pieces, so you have to go easy because it does cost you a lot of money. But I'd advise you to do a track day and hire out a bike. I mean, some brilliant track day companies in this country that you can do a really good track day and hire out an R6 and have some really good fun. Do it with a few friends. It's well worth doing. Right, that's just pull a wheelie now. We did that one pretty easily. This bike is absolutely supreme, absolute beast. But we're going to try this bike around the Misano circuit now, and the Misano circuit is going to be a really good circuit for me when we get onto the Valentino Rossi MotoGP 16. Hopefully I can get some cracking wins around that circuit in all weathers, because I used to be the weather king on the MotoGP 15. I used to love the rain, so hopefully I can be the same on the new game. But look at that, we absolutely blitzed them by nearly 15 seconds. Right, let's test out this bike round another circuit on a new event. Right, so let's do this time attack. Now, looking at the times, for the gold is 1:41.790. That seems pretty quick. So we're gonna get into it. Hopefully we can do it first time, but we will see. So on these time trials, you get 3 laps to try and get to the gold. Hopefully we can do it first time, but it may take us a lap or so to get into the rhythm. But hopefully we can do it. So let's get straight into it, guys. This is going to be fun. Right, so here we go with this time trial. Hopefully I can do it within the 3 laps, but it's not going to be easy. I mean, a 1:41.79 is pretty quick. I mean, the last time I did a race around here was on a GP bike. I think the times were slightly quicker than that, but you're on a faster bike. But being on the road bike, you never know. So I'm going to do maybe a lap, just see if I can get close to the time. Hopefully I can get at least close to the 1:45.7 for the bronze. And then in the second or third lap, just try and push it and just see if I can just do fast in the area. But look at it, the back end of the bike's already squirming around, just trying to get a bit of grip. But this section's really tough. You have to slow down and try and maintain a decent speed and try not to lose the back end. When the back end went on the curb there, turned it in nicely. Now we've got a left-hander here. Try and keep it nice. Hug it not right onto the apex. Went slightly over there, but that wasn't too bad. Just trying to work out my braking points and just where I can sort of like gain a bit of speed on this circuit. Right, getting tucked nice and tight into this corner. Don't slow down too much, and then get a nice drive out, holding that front wheel down. We know how much power this bike has got, so we're going to have to be careful in the slow corners. Right, get nice and tight in here. Oh God, we're running a little bit fast. God, we just cut into that corner. We just managing to turn it in. Oh God, and the back end squirming around as I try and tap the power on, coming out that corner. See, these are the things that you're going to have to be careful on around this circuit, but this hasn't been too bad. Let's try and get a nice speed down here, over 150 miles an hour, trying to hold it, almost 160. Now really have to tap the brakes on now, slow it down, not too much, trying to maintain a decent speed going into slow corner. Now this is a tricky one. Now you have to be careful coming out that one, you don't over accelerate. No, that wasn't too bad, managing to keep the front wheel down, and I'm not sure whether this is going to be anywhere near that first time, but if we can get sort of the bronze time, maybe we can build on it. So let's get nice and tight into this left-hander, coming up to the finish line. Is this going to be quite close? I'm not sure, and the time's running down. Oh, it's going to be quite close. Oh, 1:42 on my first go. Oh, that is not bad. Right, so we only need about 0.2, 0.3 of a second quicker to achieve the gold. So we've already got the silver. So that's not bad. But as you can see, I'm really trying to accelerate into these corners, and the back end is really kicking around. Just got to slow it down. Let's try and maintain a better speed through here this time. Really trying to accelerate. Come on, let's turn into this. Right, keeping it up, trying to get it up to nearly 90 miles an hour. Oh God, we were slow at that split point. We went over the curb slightly there, so we're just about 0.167 behind the time. So we're going to have to improve in these next few corners before we get to the next split point. Come on, let's get a nice turn into here. God dear, the back end, I really had to dab the brakes on there, and that was a much wider line. I think I've lost a bit more speed through that corner. Oh, that was a bit disappointing, but we've still got another lap after this to improve. And again, yes, we're slower at the split point. We really are going to have to really tank it down this section now and really open it at the back end, wiggling it around. Oh God, at the back of the accelerator, almost come off. Really trying as hard as possible to try and get as much speed out this bike without coming off, and we're going to have to just go for it now. If we want to get anywhere near that time, we're going to have to go much faster into this section. Right, that's really go into this corner, slow it down, get nice turn into there, keeping the speed up, right, light into the slow corner, still 0.117 behind the time. God dear, we have not done very well on this lap. I thought we would be able to go quicker, but I see if we can just finish strong and get it a little bit closer. Come on, get nice and tight into this corner. Oh, that was a much better line, and we got a nice drive through there. Managed to keep the front wheel down. Is this going to beat the time? Oh, this is going to be close, and yes, we did it! Oh, brilliant, unbelievable. We were slower than the previous lap all the way round until we got to that last corner. Oh, look at that, 141.741. How close was that? But we managed to do it on the second lap, and that is absolutely brilliant. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. Please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment, and I will see you soon for some more Ducati 90th anniversary here on this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye, guys.